Welcome to Deep or Nothing with Miss Daisy O, a podcast where we explore the art of deep thinking. Join me as we dive into thought-provoking conversations that challenge the surface and uncover the profound truths that shape our lives. Let's go deep, or not at all.
Hi, deep thinkers. Welcome to another episode of Deep or Nothing with Miss Daisy O, the podcast where we dive into the world of deep thought, creativity, and how we process the things around us. So today, I'm excited to talk about something many of us have probably experienced more than once. I've experienced this so many times. I still experience this though, but I'm fine with it now. The issue: why deep thinkers often feel misunderstood. If you've ever found yourself in a situation where people don't seem to get where you're coming from, or you feel like your perspective is seen as too much, then trust me, this episode is for you. We'll be unpacking all of that and sharing examples that I know many of us, especially in this part of the world, can relate to. So we're about to get real. Let's dive in. What makes deep thinking different? First off, let's remind ourselves what deep thinking really is. It's not about being overly serious all the time or spending hours brooding over things. We've established over the past episodes that deep thinking is about looking beyond the surface, questioning, analyzing, and constantly reflecting. You're not content with just what is. You want to know the why and how. In a world where quick decisions and surface-level conversations dominate, especially in fast-paced environments like our own Nigeria, deep thinkers can feel like they're swimming against the tide. Our culture often values fast results, and when you're someone who likes to take a step back, reflect and analyze deeply, you may feel out of sync with everyone around you. And that's normal. For deep thinkers, that is. You see things others don't. And while that's a gift, it can also lead to misunderstandings. Let's start with a scenario that's become very common these days: social media. Now imagine you're scrolling through Instagram or Twitter and you see one of those trending topics. Maybe something like when we had the NSAS, or maybe people discussing a popular TV show, like, most people are responding quickly. They're dropping memes, they're reacting and they're just having a good laugh or getting emotional about the surface issue. But you, as a deep thinker, you're not just scrolling by. You start to wonder things like, what does this trend say about our society? Why do certain movements go viral while others don't? What's the long-term impact of these kinds of conversations online? You start to analyze the deeper implications of what's happening, and maybe you even want to share your thoughts. But then, as you start typing, you realize that most people aren't thinking about it on that level. They just want to engage with the trend very quickly and move on. So, what do? You post your thoughtful response and you either get ignored or someone comments with something like, relax now. You two they overthink this thing. It's not that deep. Does that sound familiar? In moments like this, you might feel like, why doesn't anyone else see what I see? Listen, it's not that people don't care. It's just that social media is designed for quick consumption, not deep conversations. This is one of the many reasons why deep thinkers often feel misunderstood, especially in a world where instant reactions are the norm. Now let's bring it to the workplace, another space where deep thinkers often feel out of place. So imagine you're in a typical Nigerian or African office setting. It's a fast-paced environment and there's always pressure to deliver on time. During a team meeting, your colleagues are throwing out ideas, they're making decisions on the fly. But as a deep thinker, you don't rush into conclusions. You're thinking about the bigger picture. How will this project affect the company in the long run? What are the potential challenges no one is mentioning? So while everyone else in the meeting is making quick decisions, you stay quiet. You're still processing. And of course, this is often interpreted as you being slow, too slow. Or maybe they say something like this: why don't you contribute more? Meanwhile, in your head, you're crafting the most thorough, well thought out ideas. But by the time you speak, the conversation has already moved on. This is a common struggle for deep thinkers. The workplace is usually about getting things done quickly, but deep thinkers need time to process. Our minds aren't wired to jump to conclusions without analyzing every possible angle. And this can make us feel like our depth of thought is being overlooked or undervalued. It's sad, but it's what it is. All right, here's another situation. One that hits close to home for many of us. Family gatherings. Picture this. Stay with me. You're in a family meeting, maybe to discuss something like selling a piece of land or sorting out a wedding budget or talking about family meetings that never hold because somebody doesn't come through or everybody's just mute about it. Everyone else just wants to make quick decisions and move on or move forward. You start raising deeper questions like, what's the long-term impact of selling this land if that's the case? How does this decision align with the values of our family? You're thinking, what are we missing here? Or how did we get here? What are we not doing right? But before you can even get your thoughts out, someone in the family says, why are you overanalyzing this thing? Let's just get it done. You feel like you're seeing the bigger picture, but nobody seems interested in hearing you out. Again, it's not that they don't care. It's that their approach is more practical and straightforward, while yours is more reflective. In moments like this, it's easy to feel isolated or misunderstood, simply because your mind is working on a different wavelength. So why does this happen? You should be thinking about that already. Why do deep thinkers often feel that way, often feel misunderstood? It boils down to the fact that deep thinkers process information differently. We live in a world where everything is fast. Fast food, fast internet, fast solutions, fast relationships. The Nigerian hustle culture amplifies this even more. Everything is about sharply, do it quickly, and move on. For deep thinkers, though, nothing is that simple. We want to ask questions, get to the root of things, and understand the broader context. But not everyone has the time, not everyone has the patience, or even the desire to engage with ideas on that level. Most people are just satisfied with quick answers because, in their view, it works for the moment. And this creates a mismatch between how deep thinkers approach life and how the world around them operates. And that way, you're looking like you're the alien in the world. So how do you cope with feeling misunderstood as a deep thinker? Let me share a few practical tips. The first tip I'll share is that find your people, because not everyone will appreciate your depth of thought. And that's okay. But there are others out there who do. So look for like-minded individuals, whether that's through communities, groups, or online spaces. This podcast WhatsApp community, for example, is a great place to meet people who value deep conversations. Tip number 2, communicate clearly. Sometimes people don't understand deep thinkers because we don't explain our thought process. We can't explain our thought process, actually. Instead of just staying quiet and feeling disconnected, or instead of just trying to say it out as you thought it, try explaining why you're thinking the way that you are. You'll be surprised at how much understanding you can build just by breaking things down. Tip number 3, choose your battles. There will be times when it's important to dive deep, and other times when it's better to keep things simple. So learn to read the room. If it's a situation where people just want quick solutions, it's okay to give them that. Save your deep thinking for when it truly matters. Don't stress it. Tip number 4, practice patience. Take a deep breath. Let it out. Yeah, that's it. People may not get it right away, and that's okay. But with time, you'll find that certain people will start to appreciate your thoughtfulness, even if they don't always show it immediately. They do, deep down. Tip number 5, embrace solitude. Sometimes the best way to recharge as a deep thinker is to spend time alone with your thoughts. You do this already, so go ahead and enjoy it even more. Don't feel bad if you need to take a break from the world's fast pace. Just sit in silence to reflect.
Deep or Nothing with Miss Daisy O.
Being a deep thinker in a fast-moving world like this one can feel isolating at times. But remember, your ability to think deeply is a strength. While it might lead to moments of misunderstanding, it also allows you to see the world in ways that others cannot. And I must say, your brain is beautiful. Your mind is gorgeous. So own who you are. I'm not saying that celebrate overthinking when it's like in a negative way. I'm just saying you have a strength. Embrace it while also following the practical tips that we've shared. Because at the end of the day, we live in a world where we can't live as a loner. You will always need other people. And it's not their fault that they don't think the way that you think. It's just what sets us apart as individuals. And their minds are also beautiful. It's just a balance to what you have. So learn to understand that you're perfect, they're perfect. Do not get mad at them for not understanding you. Just try to make sure you strike a balance every time. Dive deep when you need to, come up for air when you need to, and then make sure that you're following these 5 practical steps or 5 practical tips that we've shared on the show today. Well, I must say, thanks so much for joining me for today's episode of Deep or Nothing. I hope today's conversation helped you understand why deep thinkers often feel misunderstood and gave you some practical tips to handle those moments. So if you enjoyed this episode, don't be stingy. Please share with someone who you think will benefit from it. And don't forget to join our WhatsApp community. The link is right there in this description. Right there, we continue these conversations in a space filled with deep thinkers like you, like me. Until next time, keep thinking deep and keep pushing the boundaries of thought. I'll catch you soon.
Explore the art of deep thinking with Miss Daisy O.